I was a musician, that would be the note I'm trying to hit.
Exactly. All right, our speaker today is the absolutely wonderful Nicky.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
This morning I'm going to talk about the fatal shooting of an unarmed man named Daniel Patrick Knight, age 39, in February of this year. But I have to start by saying that compounding the tragedy of his death is the fact that I could find very, very little about it. It was this year, unarmed man shot, and there's not a lot to say. And in that, I think, says a lot, just that fact alone. But let me give you some background. On the night of Sunday, February 19th, 2022, 39-year-old Daniel Patrick Knight was killed by police while attending his niece's wedding in Winter Park, Florida. The police arrived on the scene around 9:30 p.m. responding to a 911 call that claimed a drunk man was assaulting guests and grabbing an older woman and shoving her. In accounts from the family, Knight, a father of 4 children, had too much to drink and at one point was taken outside by family members, including his mother. It was when he and family members were outside that police showed up and things went very badly south. Before just coming here this morning, I watched in the last couple of days 15 minutes of body cam video, and I have lots of back and forth here, but the reality is this is all I really saw. And this is from the body cam video. The police arrive on the scene, and Danny, as his family are saying, is standing there. You can hear him. He's drunk. He's being a pain in the ass. Police show up. His mother and sister instinctively stand in front of him. They put their arms around him. They stand in front of him, and they repeatedly say over and over, "He's drunk. It's okay. He's unarmed." Over and over, as if there's a training for how to do this when police show up. 3 minutes later, he was shot dead. He was shot 7 times. Died on the scene. To imagine it, it's an extremely chaotic scene. And a police officer unleashed 7 shots amidst this crazy scene. And within 3 minutes of them showing up, he's dead. So the body cam video is some idea that that's the answer to everything. It's very, very hard to follow what's what. Police are falling, there's yelling, there's screaming. But all we know is that it starts from this moment when the family are saying, "It's okay, we got it," and 3 minutes later he's dead. I will say, for all of us who show up week in, week out, there's a few depressingly familiar topics here. It starts with a highly exaggerated 911 call. In the call, which I've read the transcript of, it's contradictory. There's a man with no shirt on. He's drunk, he's violent, he's assaulting people. It's escalating. Anybody who's a voice of authority, who's reacting poorly to, it's very unsafe here. You've got to get here. Exaggerated. In the body cam video, when you show up, you see a man kind of yelling with family around him. That's what you see in the body cam video. So that's what the 911 caller was describing as this violent scene. The family later claimed that they had some unfortunate interactions with members of staff, and they think members of staff called police. But I don't know. The other thing that's just depressing is most of the news footage is on local news that I was able to see. And you just feel the media and the police machinery kick in. Altercation, assault, taser, feared for his life. Just all those things over and over. And I also went online and I had to stop because it's such a rabbit hole, and the vast majority of the coverage is supporting the police. And it's just a depressing place to go. Just for a little bit more context, he did hit the police officer. In the body cam video, they were approaching him very aggressively. He's clearly very drunk. He throws a punch. Amazingly, the police officer claims to have been knocked unconscious. I think maybe Robin, you might have been knocked unconscious by this punch, but a 200-pound police officer was not knocked unconscious. They claim they used their taser. Just Googling tasers, when you fire a taser, the person is stunned. So I don't know what happened. And then the immediate instinct to shoot 7 times. The bride's dress has blood on it. That's how close the bride was to the victim. So it's just got too many familiar things about it. It's, as it stands now, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement has an open investigation into it. The family gave this heartbreaking press conference. They're just bereft and they're nowhere. The local chapter of the BLM is working with them and helping them, but it's just, I hate to say it, it's just another really sad event. It feels like it's just moving on by us. So, anyway, with that, should we take a knee? I apologize, it's 9:46 or 9:20?
9:29.
27.